What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Thespian coming at you with a new one, and today we have another Granblue versus Rising video for y'all. Today we are going to cover the showcase that just happened 2 days ago at, again, some ungodly hour. The Granblue team went ahead and went over a bunch of news involving both Rising and their new RPG Relink. We're obviously going to focus on Rising, but we have a lot more information over the game, including some single player stuff that I know is gonna appeal to a lot of people, including the aforementioned Fall Guys mode, as well as some potential character balance and balance updates, and when we might see the next beta. So we're gonna go over all the news that we learned today. So let's go ahead and dive in. Before we do, guys, make sure to give this vid a like, share, and subscribe. Help support the channel. And follow me on Twitch, where we're going to be covering Granblue as well as all the other fighter games out right now, twitch.tv/ThespianLive. Unfortunately, right off the bat, they did tell us that they're going to have another stream. This one actually targeting specific balance changes to Rising, while this one was more of a general type of update that wasn't really focused on the balancing, but more so the single player aspect. One of the biggest things that we got was the introduction of a brand new character for the story mode called Rhine. Now, this character is apparently a Granblue vs. Rising original. It's an OC Don't Steal character. Brand new character to the series. She's going to play a big role in their story mode. We have no word on if she's going to be a playable character or DLC in the future. Some people are speculating she might be an unlockable character, similar to how Beelzebub was in Season 1. Technically, the first character in Season 1 DLC was actually Narmaya, because if you actually went ahead and beat story mode, you were able to play Bubs without purchasing the DLC or without seeing the Seasons Pass. So we might have a similar situation with her, but again, brand new character. Do not know what she may or may not do. We already have some non-playable characters in Granblue Versus, and she definitely looks like she may not be playable. She just might be a new character for the story, but that does put the question of, will they add some more OC characters into the game, which isn't unheard of in a lot of fighting games. No word if she's playable. I do dig her design, but we'll just have to wait and see. The next thing we're going to go over is one of the biggest requests that a lot of players have been wanting, and is the introduction of frame data in the training mode. As you can see here, they show off the frame data over. I mean, this is just a very big quality of life change, especially for those that do want to improve in the game, want to get good at it. This is a necessity. I'm not saying frame data is the end all be all, but you know, you can finally see if you're plus, you're minus, if you're punishable, if you're safe. And overall, this is a really good change. I really wish every fighting game had this on launch. Better late than never. At least it's not like Tekken, where I had to spend $20 as DLC. The other extras that they also showcase is we're gonna have something called a partner system, where you're gonna select a little avatar that's basically just gonna be, hey, listen in your ear. During battle, it's gonna give you a lot of hype chats, or maybe like yell at you for sucking, who knows. It's similar to how the navigators were in Persona 4 Arena. So if y'all are familiar with that, it's basically the same thing. You can choose from basically the entire roster, including the random girl. I always forget her name. Pretty cool. I don't know if it's also going to be for some of the extra characters that we have, like the horse girl from Uma Musume and those characters, but pretty cool little extra. I don't know if I'll use it or not, but we'll dabble. And possibly the biggest news that they showed was finally our first look into the Grand Bruise mode. This is their Granblue cross Fall Guys mishmash, and they show the devs and a couple of the voice actresses play it, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not completely a copy of Fall Guys. There's some Mario Kart elements, like as you're racing, there's like some question blocks, or for them it's like crystals, and you can actually whack people in this game. It's unlike Fall Guys, where the most you could do is just grab them, but you can actually whack people out of bounds and all that, and it looks really fun. I'm definitely gonna try it, especially since we found out there's gonna be some sort of ranking system. I might be the best Fall Guys, Granblue Fall Guys player in NA, who knows, but I think there's a lot of fun, and I know a lot of people, especially on the casual end, are gonna be playing this. And like I said, it does look really unique. It's not a carbon copy, but you can see the similarities. And lastly, the final news we got is they did confirm the second beta for fall 2023. This one is going to be focusing more on lobby matches, crossplay, and the Grand Brews Legends mode. The previous beta mostly focused on just the matchmaking. There wasn't any sort of lobby, which did suck. I definitely expected more from the beta, but we are going to get that this time around. Since it's already September, I'm maybe guessing probably the very end of September, or more than likely October, since the game does launch in November. So look out for October. So another beta, guys. The game was fun. It did have its issues that they are going to address in the future, but go ahead and keep an eye out. This one is an open beta, so you shouldn't have to sign up for anything. And this is going to be for both PC and PSN. So doesn't matter what console you're on, go ahead and run the set. And that was basically the final new information that we got for the game. Like I mentioned earlier on, they did confirm they are going to have a system adjustment stream at a later date. This is going to mainly focus on the balancing. They've already confirmed some things that they are going to change, which includes the very long throw timing in this game, Raging Strike, and the ultimate skills. As far as the ultimate skills, what I've seen some people talk about is they've said that they are going to buff them, since a lot of them were very underutilized during the beta. And I mean, you can just tell a lot of characters weren't really utilizing them. It's another one of those scenarios, like not all characters are made the same, but this time with their ultimate skills. So I definitely hope that they make them more viable to use, especially since they had a very short combo timing. So as soon as you use one, like, the combo would just basically end, since you would exceed the limit. And I don't really have to talk about Raging Strike. It's like the new DI from Street Fighter 6. So all of those changes, like I said, we don't know the specifics of what they're going to do, especially when it comes to individual character balancing, not even talking about the mechanics. We'll be finding out. I'm gonna assume that it's going to be also in October, since the game will launch the following month. So we're just going to have to wait and see. They did take our feedback from the feedback form, so I really hope that they listened and they kind of know. Even with all of the weird aspects, I really did think it was a good beta. I just had to get used to the game all over again with these changes. And that's basically all the news that we have for Granblue Versus. As I mentioned, the next time we're going to be hearing about this is probably going to be next month with that system adjustment stream and when the beta launches. It's almost time for the game, guys. We have legit like 2 months. I'm super excited. I can't wait. Still no word on whether we're going to get the DLC announcement soon for the first character, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's going to happen until after the game launches. So all of you Sandalphon, Lucilius fans, I'm sorry, you still gotta hold that L for the time being. Let me know what y'all think. Are y'all excited for any of this news? Will you be playing the Granblue Fall Guys mode? Let me know in the comments below, and I will see y'all on the next one. Take care.